Ah. Oh my god, thank you! Thank you! I just missed showing the donation on stream, but thank you so much! Ooh. Hello. Hello. Hi. 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 Hi, everyone. Hi. Hello, my name is Monet of V for Me Die, second generation Petalite. Groovy, funky, retro, cutie, Monet dancer. So, did you like? Yeah. Ooh. Ooh. Oh my gosh. I never thought this day would come.
OMG, is that the Monet hit singer of the popular original song Vivid World Desu?
Chill, thank you so much for $15 World of Warships. It's oh my god. Okay, so before we get further into this, I guess, today, my dear tabemonos, we are gathered here to celebrate and talk about the release of my original song and music video, Vivid World! Wah! Oh my gosh, this song has been such a long time coming. In fact, it has been in the works literally since before I debuted. It has been in the works since before I debuted. Oh my god, there's Akashin! Everybody, please say thank you, congrats, omedetou to Akashin who made the music video. Thank you, Akashin! Atsu! I handpicked Akashin myself. I looked through many people. And I handpicked Akashin to make the video. Yay, thank you! Atsu! Oh my gosh, where do I even start talking about Vivid World? I don't know. Where do I even start talking about? I guess we should talk a bit about who worked on this song. We should talk a bit about who worked on this song, the people involved. Let me Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I've been so anxious. I have been so freaking anxious. The past like 2 hours, I've basically just been sitting at my computer, like not thinking. Like I've just basically been sitting here, just spacing out, waiting for it to finally happen. It felt like it was never gonna happen. I don't know. It felt. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Thank you, thank you. How am I feeling right now? I'm dissociating a little. I'm not gonna lie. I'm dissociating a little bit. Not gonna lie. Well, let's start talking about the people that worked on this, why don't we? And I'll tell you a little bit about everybody that worked on this, because this is probably one of the biggest projects I've ever released so far. At least as far as like a, like a Monet project, and it's a really wild thing to think about, that this is a Monet project. This is a Monet thing. It's just like it's me, But even though it's a Monet thing, a lot of people worked on this, right? And it wouldn't have been possible without a lot of people. And to be honest, right, like there's a lot of me in Vivid World, but there is so much of other people in Vivid World too. So I want to talk a little bit about the people that worked on it. So dun-dun-dun. So let's go over the credits of Vivid World a little bit. So I handled obviously the vocals. I did the singing, obviously. And I did the music video storyboard and everything. I did a lot of like all the like big kind of like art direction. Basically, from the beginning of Vivid World's conception, I was like, I am going to pick the artist, I am going to pick the editor, I am going to pick what it looks like, I am going to choose what everything looks like, and I am going to direct the entirety of this, right? From the beginning, it was something that was really, really important to me, and so I wanted to be heavily involved, and so I was. I picked everything. Well, I didn't pick Hal, but Hal picked me. Hal picked me, and you know what? It was awesome. So yeah, I did the vocals, I did the music video storyboard and the direction. I also worked on the lyrics a bit, which was really challenging because I have never really like done lyrics. I have never really done lyrics, honestly. So it was a lot of it was kind of terrifying. So the music was done by Hal, who is a visual K drummer in a Japanese band. They are an absolute baddie. I hadn't seen their pictures or what they looked like until recently. They're like an absolute baddie. They're in a visual K band. It's awesome. It's freaking awesome. And I have to give just really big props to Hal. I showed up with some crazy fucking shit. Like I showed up with some crazy requests because it's me, right? From the beginning I wanted something unique. I wanted something that really kind of like had everything about me in it, in a package. I wanted something that screamed me, right? And so I rolled up, I rolled up to producer-san and to Hal being like, I want kawaii UK garage. And I don't think either of them knew what the fuck that was. They were like, huh? What? I was like, I want this and I want this and I want it to be this genre and I want it like this and like that and like that, right? And I think they were like, oh, what? And I felt like I had a lot of demands, but I was like, you know, I wanted what I wanted. I wonder if I can find like all the like details. Hold on, I'm trying to go back to like the original threads on the old staff Discord where we were like planning everything. Hold on. I wonder if I can find it. I have them all in like a Google Drive. I can't find it, but basically I had a bunch of Digimon. I had a hyper specific request for, and I wanted something that already isn't a super popular genre, and I wanted a subgenre of that. And I was like, I want it to be like this, and I want it to be like that, and like this and like that, right? How did I end up with a specific genre? I was just thinking about music I liked at the time. I was really into UK garage at the time, right? Garage has become really popular now. But that's what I just wanted at the time. I was like, what's something that feels, you know, dancey, modern, Yankee, colorful, you know? Something like that is what I wanted, right? I wanted something that I would listen to myself, right? And you guys know me, I'm such a music hipster, right? I'm such a music hipster. One of my biggest fears was that I would release something that I didn't even care about musically myself, right? Like I had that fear of like, what if I release something that like doesn't even sound like anything I would care about, you know? Well, we'll talk about that kind of stuff later, but Hal knocked it out of the park. I was very much like a very little picky choosy little brat. About, you know, what I wanted, and I had big demands and big expectations. And Hal really pulled through. And you know what? There's that part in the beginning where it has like the voice that's like 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That was a sample that I specifically requested. I sent Hal a pack of those are samples from a Speak and Spell, an old toy. It's samples from a Speak and Spell. I like those a lot. One of my favorite artists ever uses those samples a lot, Toate. And so I was like, I want Speak and Spell samples. I was like, here's the files, here's the samples, please use these. and they did. And they did. They used them perfectly. Right? Really awesome. Really awesome. So thank you so much to Hal for that. As far as the lyrics went through a lot of changes. At first there was like, so in the entire making of Vivid World, there was a lot of like things lost in translation, things kind of like mixed up in translation. Originally the request was like, I want the song mostly in English with a little bit of Japanese. And so when I first got the lyrics, they were like all in Japanese and like a little bit of English. And I was like, I think something got mixed up here. You know? Like I think something got mixed up here. We got all Japanese lyrics and like no English, right? And I mean, not that I dislike Japanese lyrics, but I thought, you know, I'm an English VTuber. I'm somebody that speaks English. I feel like my original song should be mostly in English, right? I want to really, you know, be able to understand what I'm singing, right? And so the lyrics went through a lot of changes. The lyrics were written by an artist named Stephanie Topalian. Admittedly, I don't know too much about them. They're from They're from Hal's side of things. But one night, when I was feeling very, very, very menhera about working on this, I reached out to Serina. Cause to me, like, Serina is one of the most like musically talented and musically gifted people that I know, like inside and outside of the VTuber world. I've always told her that that girl could be like the next like Janet Jackson, you know, like she could be like the next like Mariah Carey, you know, like easily, you know, that girl could fill out stadiums easy, right? And it's not just her vocal skill, but like her knowledge of music is insane. Like Serina's knowledge of like everything that comes into like composing music, producing music, what makes a good song, like her really deep knowledge of music is honestly crazy. Honestly crazy. I don't even think she herself realizes how like incredibly gifted she is at that kind of stuff. But she really does. So one day, you know, I was just kind of like, you know, moping, and I was like, man, you know, like I don't know if I'm feeling very satisfied with my original song. You know, I was straight up like, I spent a lot of nights crying because I didn't feel very satisfied with what I had so far, right? And this was like over a year ago too. I didn't feel satisfied. I was frustrated. I was like, it's fine, but it's not good enough. You know, something is missing. And so Serina Maiko, the woman that she is, girl pulls out her keyboard. She's got all her she pulls out all of her music equipment out. And keep in mind, this was like, it was already like midnight my time, right? It was already like midnight my time, already like freaking 4 in the morning for her, right? And for hours and hours without a single complaint, she sat there and she helped me like rework the lyrics. She helped me rework some of the arrangements. She would like get on her keyboard and like sound out stuff. She would like help me with some of the harmonies. It's really like it's crazy how much Serina really ended up helping with Vivid World. I remember I like basically like, you know, I came to her crying. I was like, can you help me fix this? Like and I'm not a musician, right? So like when like I would get like the drafts for a lot of stuff for Vivid World, right? They would be like, all right, you know, let us know your feedback. I didn't even know what to say because it's like I speak in visuals, right? How do I describe sounds? How the hell do I describe music like that, you know? I had no idea how to give feedback. I had no idea how to like explain what I wanted. And what the feedback I had about the music and things like that. So Serina was an absolute treasure. And she helped me so much. I don't think that girl slept that night. I think if I didn't like tell her to stop because I wanted to go to bed, I think she just wouldn't have slept that night. Because I think she stayed up until like 8 in the morning her time. I was falling asleep. She was like still going. And I was just like at my desk like, you know? So she really helped out. She helped me a lot with the lyrics, but she also helped with a lot with like fixing some of the arrangement. The original song originally like had like the flow of the song was a little different at the beginning, right? And Serina very, very strongly was like, no, I think it would sound better if you do this and this and this. And then she like even kind of like fixed it herself, and I was like, no, you're right. Like, this sounds so much better. Also, welcome readers! Hello! Hello, everybody, welcome! Welcome, everybody. Welcome to Monet! Enjoy this song! We're just talking about the making of the song right now in the music video. So yeah, I can't really thank Serina enough. Admittedly, I think she did. If you ask me, I think she did more than just help on the lyrics, right? I think she helped with a lot. She really helped. Like that to me, like it was such a big moment because that was like the moment where like I really like. I think that was the biggest moment of like from that moment on. I really saw Serina with like little stars in my eyes. And I was like, yeah, that's my Dai senpai, you know? Like, that's her. That's her. Like, damn. You know? I can't thank her enough. You know? I can't thank her enough for that. Just thinking about it is making me tear up a little bit. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. So, thank you to everybody. I did a lot of fixing on the lyrics. The beginning part where everything is still monochrome, the part that's like gray clouds drifting by, blah blah blah. That part is all me actually. I wrote the entirety of those parts. I don't know how to write lyrics. I have no idea how to write lyrics, but I really wanted lyrics that felt dreamy and kind of like dreamy and like floaty. I don't know how to describe it. Oh, you're right. Let me pin the music video. Hold on. Let me link it and pin it. Hold on. For anybody that hasn't seen it yet. Yeah. I did that entire part. I fixed a lot of like even like kind of some of the stuff in Japanese I fixed up a little bit. I don't know. It's my stubborn opinion that I think if I'm gonna be singing something and calling something my original song, I should be putting in a really heavy amount of work into it too. You know, like these should be my words that I'm singing as well, right? It doesn't feel as genuine if I'm just completely 100% like singing something that somebody else completely wrote, right? So I wanted my words to be in there as well, along with the words that everybody worked on. I wanted my words to be in there too. So there's a lot that I changed. A lot of stuff that I changed last minute too. Like completely last minute. There was like one night where they were like, all right, Mono, you know, like hurry up, we need the lyrics, like we need this shit, you know, we need this shit done. And so I was like, oh yes, I'll have it done right now. And so as I was like last minute submitting it, I was just like, I have to change some of these lyrics. And just like last minute, you know, typing like crazy. Changed a bunch of lyrics last minute, right? Classic Mono move. Yeah. So changed it like that, right? Congrats, thank you. Next on that, I guess, is Koya. If you... I don't know how many people pay attention to this kind of stuff. But Koya is a mixer and musician that works with V4 Mirai a lot. Like, a good chunk of our songs are mixed by Koya. But it kind of goes beyond that too. Koya is a person who really taught me how to properly record. I remember around the time that I debuted earlier, actually, like when we were recording playback, I had to get on webcam and I had to show Koya my room because Koya had to make sure that like my recording space was up to standard, right? It was so embarrassing. I had to like sing on webcam for Koya because he had to judge how close to the microphone I was, how I stood up, where the microphone was placed, everything, right? Like he had to make sure that the environment for recording was up to par, like up to his standards, right? And Koya mixes for a lot of people. He's a very, very busy mixer, and he's got a big ass studio too in Japan. It's pretty awesome. So Koya has mixed a lot of my voice before. Koya is very familiar with my singing, with my voice and everything. So Koya was in charge of mixing my vocals for the song. And Koi is always dealing with me, especially for Vivid World, because I had a lot of specific demands. I had such a strong vision for Vivid World, right? And so I always kept asking, like, can you fix this? And can you fix this? And can you do this? And can you fix this? And can you do this like this? And can you make this like this? I was like, can you make this first part sound like a little, like it's going through like a filter? And can you, there was, I think the final mix was like version 5. I think there was like five different mixes of the vocals. Before I was fully satisfied. Before I was like, yeah, okay, you know, I'll deal with this. I'll deal with this. And part of what was really rough for me is that the vocals for Vivid World were recorded a long time ago. And something that I kept thinking about when I was recording it was that, like, you know, when I record a cover, it's easy because when you're doing a cover of a song, you can just kind of copy the way that the original vocalist sung it, like the way that they performed it, basically, right? It was such like a crazy moment when I was recording Vivid World and I was like, there's no one to copy. There's no one to base my performance of this off of. Like, I had a vocal guide. But like at the end of the day, it was like it is up to me how I sing this, how I perform this, and how I do this. One of the biggest differences is the little like Japanese part that's like spoken really quickly. So like that part, right? It sounded way different in the vocal guide. But I kind of felt like, all right, I need to put a little bit of myself in this, and so I ended up like really performing it differently. Like it was really interesting trying to navigate those feelings of like, you know, how this sounds is completely up to me. And I control the performance of these vocals. I control how this sounds because this is my song, right? It was kind of scary, not gonna lie. It was a little scary. Do I have access to previous versions? I think I do. Hold on. Maybe we can listen to one of the original versions. Hold on. Where is it? A lot of this stuff is like in some old freaking like logs. Let's see. Mono solo song. Gosh, this stuff goes all the way back. Maybe it's in some messages. Hold on. Oh yeah, here we go. Okay, hold on. Here's the mix. No, where's the guide? Oh, here's the demo. That's right. Here's the demo. Hold on. Is this it? These files are everywhere. I can't find them. Yeah, I found it! Okay. I found it. Hold on. Let me turn that off. Turn the desktop audio on. Everything's in downloads. Not even. Everything is in like 5 different Google Drives. Like, everything's all over the place. I think this is like one of the old, like before the lyrics got changed. This is the demo with the vocal guide. I think this is Stephanie singing. Can you hear it? I think this is like the old demo.
Escape from the boring,
Yeah, this is the old lyrics.
restless world. I painted on the wall.
Yeah.
It's a perfect world. Escape from the boring, restless world. I painted on the wall. It's a perfect world. Welcome to my world.
Yeah. It's pretty different. God, I barely remember what this sounds like. And here's the Japanese version.
空飛ぶイルカに乗って虹色の雲を突き抜けるふわふわ雲は甘いわため口いっぱい詰め込み嫌なことも飲み込むこれが私のパフェワン二重な食
Yeah, this one it was like mostly in Japanese. Oh yeah. Yeah. This is the demo that I received when I got like the vocal guide and everything. This is some of the stuff I got back then, you know, when I was working on it. Yeah, there's another part like this. Yeah, it was all in Japanese back then. Oh. The lyrics were all basically like, I don't know, the lyrics were kind of strange back then. Oh yeah, and then it broke into this part like right away. Yeah. I should have made a Mexican version. What does that mean? Did they rewrite in English? Yeah, they rewrote an English version for me, and then that's the version me and Serena rewrote a lot. Yeah, this part is way different, huh? Oh man, this is so different. Wait, you vocal fry. This isn't me singing. This is somebody else. This is the original lyricist doing like singing it as like a vocal guide. Yeah. Wow, the song really changed a lot. I hadn't listened to this in a long time. I hadn't listened to that demo in a long time. That's crazy. Is this the old instrumental too? With the metronome. Yeah. Yeah, this is the instrumental version. Interesting. I hadn't listened to these in a long time. Yeah, I hadn't seen these in so long. Anyway, I do have an instrumental of the final version. If I don't think it's something I can really release. But I will figure out a way, because, like, for example, if you're somebody that wants to do like a remix or like a cover or something like that, I'm sure we can figure something out. I don't know. I'll have to talk about staff. I'll have to talk to staff about that kind of stuff. Was the vinyl playback noise your concept? A lot of it was, yeah. I asked for that kind of stuff. Can I find my mood board? I think it's in here. Yeah. Oh, dude. Yeah. Here's the like all the PowerPoint that we showed everybody. Oh, this is stuff I don't think I can show you guys. Yeah, this is all confidential stuff, so I can't really show this stuff. Oh yeah, I can't show this. Yeah. Well, and it was like, trying to find what else. Gosh, scrolling through this is crazy. Scrolling through these old posts is crazy. Oh my gosh, I was so Minhera during this. Funny enough, the visual style that I wanted for Vivid World was really different. One of the original artists that I actually wanted to commission for Vivid World. Funny coincidence. One of the artists that I wanted to commission for Vivid World all the way back then was actually Bata Zero, who ended up being Poma's art mama. This ended up being Poma's art mama. And it's crazy because this was a long time before Poma was conceived. I ended up not going with Bata Zero just because I ended up going with a different artist that I ended up picking for, well, another artist that I ended up picking myself, right? I won't talk about that. Yeah, I think the art would have been cool. But originally, I wanted a much more like neon colors kind of vibe, right? I wanted... Here's a good example of kind of like the vibe I wanted. Hold on. Originally, I wanted Vivid World to have these kind of vibes. Like this kind of like neon kind of dark kind of thing, right? I wanted something like this originally. But this was before the song was even made, right? So I changed my kind of like my ideas for how I wanted the music video to look like a lot once the music actually like was made, right? Once it was made, I was like, oh, this style doesn't really fit the song. So it ended up being a little different. So some of the songs that I that I sent to Hal as inspiration. I think this is like the biggest one. Hold on. Where is it? One of the songs I sent to Hal for inspiration was this song, I Wanna Miss You. Yeah, this song. Yeah, this is all the mood board stuff. Yeah. Basically, I remember sending this song to Hal and producer Son and being like, I want something like this. Admittedly, I have to admit, it didn't quite turn out that way, but it's okay. Yeah, you get it, right? I also did. I sent them "I Wanna Know" by Too Mellow. I think you guys probably know this song. I played this song a lot. Ooh, selecta. These are all like UK garage songs, right? These are all kind of songs that I sent like that. Another one I sent. This is the kind of vibe I wanted, you know? This kind of vibe. And then, I also sent some Japanese songs, right? I sent them After You by Yuka Nagase, which I was obsessed with the song at the time. Because I specifically requested, I was like, I really want a song that has like a breakdown, you know? I want a song that breaks down and like kind of like disintegrates. I wanted that kind of like destruction kind of feeling in the song, right? There's a part in the song where it does that. Yeah, right here. Like this song. Trying to turn the volume up. Yeah, this part. I really wanted like a part that like breaks down like this, you know? This is After You by Yuka Nagase. I was really obsessed with Yuka Nagase back when I was making this song. Wow, you can really hear the inspiration. Like when you listen to these, you can really tell where my inspirations came from. And then the last song that I sent, that I was like, okay, this is a good example of like the kind of breakdown I want. Was one of Suo Patra's original songs. It has a part where it breaks down in the middle. Yeah, like around here, yeah, and it breaks down. Yeah. There's a part I mean. Yeah, like around here, it like breaks down. Yeah. I really wanted something like that. Something that like fell apart. Something that broke down. Something that felt so different, you know? Like that, yeah. I can't play these too long or else I'm gonna get this VOD blasted. But that was the kind of stuff that I asked for, right? So Koya and Hal and all the people that worked on lyrics really kicked it out of the park for the music. hearing this and you vindicated me, really? That's funny. That's funny. So let's talk about the video a bit. Let's talk about the stuff that went into the video. The video was made by Akashin, who was in the chat earlier. I personally picked out Akashin. I'm sure staff was so tired of me saying this. But the last thing I wanted was a fucking music video that looks like every single VTuber music video ever. And no offense to everybody that has a really typical VTuber music video. Okay, just a little bit of offense. But those music videos are fucking boring. Like, it's always just like, I don't know, some fucking like single illustration, some very like, you know, simple ass motion graphics, you know, like, yeah, it's like the fucking Monet PNG with the motion graphics text, right? Like, you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. It's like the music video version of like the typical VTuber logo, you know? Like, I really did not want that. I really, really did not want that, right? Yeah, the fucking tilted text on the screen, like all that shit, right? Yeah, the fucking Da Vinci template music video. I would have burned a building down if my music video came out like that, right? I was like, see, the thing is, it's not about expenses. It's about art direction. I am a big believer that you can make something look incredibly awesome and incredibly unique and beautiful without any money. Like, you don't need expensive money to make something good, you know? And honestly, like, you know, I don't really have the exact numbers and it doesn't really matter. But a lot of the production for Vivid World was not super expensive. I think staff was pretty happy with me because like it wasn't a super expensive video to make. Everybody that I picked out were like, you know, like smaller creators, you know, like Akashin has made a lot of music videos before, right? But it was, you know, I didn't pick anybody like crazy, right? Happy 4 p.m. Basically, I wanted to make sure I had something with soul. And to me, those freaking like VTuber PNG with the motion graphics, music videos are the complete opposite of soul. You know? Like you know, it's the complete opposite of soul. Ah! Thank you so much! Thank you. So let's talk a little bit about Akashin, because Akashin really kicked it out of the park too. I was very picky with this stuff. So let me show you the storyboards. Let me show you the storyboards for this. Where are they? Give me a second. I'm just gonna have to dig through these really quick. Where's the Google Drives? Here we go. So let me show you. Let me show you the storyboards here. No, not save as PDF, just save the image. Some of these drawings are really funny. Some of these little drawings are really funny. So let me show you some of these. Hold on. So this is exactly what I sent to Akashin. Vivid World, Monet storyboards. Note, all photos, drawings, and posters are only suggestions. Please explore the creative vision you also see when you see this storyboard. God, that was probably such a pain to work with. That was probably such a freaking pain to work with when it came to this stuff. So I sent this the beginning, you know, I was like kind of like low saturation photos. I wanted specifically stuff that felt empty. This is where a lot of your guys' pictures came into play. These are all pictures from Google Maps. I just went on Google Maps and I picked a bunch of random stuff, right? I wanted some empty looking stuff, you know, parking lots, buildings, the sky, blah 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 blah. I think Akashin really picked some good stuff. You know, when the music started, I wanted it to get a little crazy. You can kind of see everything here, right? Originally, I'm gonna be honest, right? Originally, I didn't want any lyrics on screen. I think that is something that got a little bit lost in translation. Because the final video ended up having the full lyrics on screen, and as you can see on the storyboard, originally I requested that not to be the case. I didn't want lyrics on screen. I wanted it to be really minimal as far as like what was on screen and, you know, what wasn't. But yeah, I sent this, and then where's the next page? Oh, oops. I think a lot of these drawings came out really cute, honestly. These drawings are pretty cute. I had a lot of fun drawing these. Just kind of like showing the examples of the stuff I wanted. I think Akashi nailed it. I think these really end up reflecting a lot of the final video, right? Yeah, I posted a couple of these drawings on Twitter, here and there, just because I don't know, I like them. I like them a lot. I thought some of them came out really cute. So I just posted a couple of them every once in a while. And then here's the last part, where I explained how I wanted it all to like disintegrate and get like really crazy with like data moshing and like distortion and corruption and everything like that, right? Thank you. Yeah. These were fun to make. I had a lot of fun doing the storyboard. Originally the storyboard was like all handwritten, and then they were like, Mono, we can't read your handwriting, please. Please do it again. But hold on, where's the original storyboards? I think there's one that was like even fucking messier than this. Hold on. I think there's one where like the storyboard was super messy. Let me see if I can find it. Storyboard. Yeah! Oh my god. Hold on. I found the even older ones. This is what I sent them at first, and then they were like, Mono, we can't accept this. Like, this is so messy. Hold on. I sent them this shit at first. This is what I sent them the first time, and then they were like, girl, we can't read this. and look into my dark and twisted mind. The little tabemono, yeah. Admittedly, right? Admittedly, like, see, I can understand this, but I can completely understand why I can completely understand why this isn't the most professional thing to deliver, right? This was very early, like, well, yeah, this was when my 2.0 was like being worked on. And I wanted to have the 2.0 hair, right? Yeah, shapes and stuff. You can kind of see the vision, but it's like not very clear, you know? It's not very clear. It's not very clear at all what the fuck is going on here. Compared to the other storyboards, right? Where you can tell what's going on much better, right? Yeah, like these were a lot easier to read, right? Compared to this. It's so funny looking at these. It is so funny seeing these. So thank you. It was around that time when I was making those storyboards that's when I put out a call for your pictures. Originally I just asked staff because I was like, well, we have staff all over the world, right? Like, I will ask staff to just like submit some pictures and stuff like that, right? So that's when I was like, you know what? I want the tabemonos to be involved. Like, I want them to be a part of this. And so every picture, every photo you saw, every photo you saw, both like in the music video as well as in the cover here. These are all pictures that you guys submitted. These are all pictures that you guys took from either around your neighborhoods, on your vacations, on trips that you've gone to. Stuff like that. Yeah. I hope you guys saw some of your pictures. It's worth saying that if for whatever reason none of your pictures were chosen, I am very sorry. That decision was mostly up to Akashin, right? Those decisions were mostly up to the Akashin to, you know, what kind of pictures they use. Because we just gave Akashin a big folder of all the pictures, and they chose what to use, right? So unfortunately, if none of your pictures were chosen, I'm very sorry. It wasn't necessarily up to me. How many photos in total? Oh, well, there you go. Yeah. Staff says we received about 400 pictures. I did ask Akashin, like, please try and use as many pictures as you can, right? Because I really wanted the chance of everybody's pictures being in there, right? I really wanted those pictures to, like, have a good chance of being admitted, right? Into the music video. Yeah, it was 400 pictures. We had some videos, things like that. Really, really cool. Yeah, it was a lot of photos. It was a lot of them. Ton of them. I used some of them in the cover here. I don't think you can tell that well, but I mixed like a couple of pictures for the cover. It was like a picture of a bus, I think, and then some houses also. I mixed some pictures for the cover here. I made this cover, by the way. I made this cover. I made the logo. Obviously, the art isn't mine, but I put together the cover. I did all the little doodles. I did all the like Photoshop work on this. This was all me. Yay! It was a lot of pictures. 400 photos. You guys really did a great job. So, as far as the music video goes. I have always loved Pig Hall's artworks. You've probably seen me retweet their stuff on Twitter. But I wanted to have something that really felt kind of like something I've always liked about Pig Hall's art is that it feels a little like childish in a very pure way. Their art and their animations always feel very very pure. Very cute, very pure. They feel nostalgic, right? And so I always really wanted that, right? I have loved Pig Hall's art since like a long time ago, right? And so when like I mentioned, you know, originally I wanted to work with Bata before I even knew what the song sounded like. When I got the demos back for the song, I was like, I want Pig Hall. Like, first choice. Pig Hall, thankfully, worked with me. You know, agreed to work with me very, like, it was very easy to, like, get everything together, right? They worked pretty fast. They got a lot done. They did the design and everything, so... It was really cool to see the mixture of Akashin's works with the... Like, Akashin's works with the, like, the art that Pig Hall supplied. Akashin, I know, is Akashin mostly does stuff for Vocaloid music. They do a lot of Vocaloid stuff. I know they do DJ work as well. I'm trying to see if I can find any other music videos that they've worked on. But they do a lot of DJing. They like Miku stuff a lot, and Vocaloid stuff a lot. And I found them on Twitter, through another music video that they worked on. Let me see if I can find one and pull it up. Yeah, here's one. Okay. Actually, seeing this, it's funny how much this feels like Vivid World. Hold on. This is so cute. Hold on. Here's my YouTube picture-in-picture. And this is another one of Akashin's videos. You can really see the style. I really wanted something really like distorted and like data moshed like this, right? Yeah. They have some other stuff. This song is cool too. This is so cool. I love Akashin stuff. Akashin stuff is really good, honestly. Trying to find the music video that like made me pick them. Trying to remember like what music video I saw that was like I want to work with them, right? But God, it's been so fucking long. It's been so fucking long, honestly. Let me see if I can find it somewhere. Oh yeah, I think it was this. Yeah. It was this video. Hey, it got erased. It got deleted. Hold on. I think the tweet got erased. Oh, here we go. I found it. This is the music video that I saw that I was like, oh, I want to work with this person, right? I want to work with this person. It's so cool seeing like seeing Akashin's style really come through in this. I really wanted to work with Akashin because like these music videos like really screamed like soul, you know? It really felt like this was something that was like made by a person, right? That was made by people. I really like the style of all of this. So I remember I saw this on Twitter around the time that this music video was released, and I was like, yeah, this one. I was like, I want this, like this kind of thing. This is so cool. It's so cool seeing this kind of text too, because they did that kind of thing in Vivid World too. Now there's Akashin. I remember seeing these parts and thinking like, man, this is so awesome. Yeah. So that's what made me pick Akashin. Akashin, I think, did a wonderful job. Akashin, if you are still listening, you did a great job. Thank you so much for working with me, even through all the delays, all of the feedback, all of the changes. I had a lot of moments. Where how do I describe it? Like, I had a lot of moments where I felt really bad. I felt like I must have been an awful person to work with. And as an artist, that's always been one of my fears, right? Because I've taken commissions before. I know how some people can be, where they always want changes. They always have feedback. Like, where it's like, there's like graphic design memes where it's like your hand is on the mouse, but then the client's hand is on your hand moving the mouse kind of thing. I didn't want to be somebody like that, and like sometimes I could feel myself being that person. And it was really frustrating because it was like, how do I convey my vision? How do I get what I want to make without being that person that is basically telling you exactly what to make? Especially because like, when we reached out to Akashin and like I was giving them all the mood boards and stuff like that, I was like, oh yeah, follow your vision too. And then I'd be like, actually, I want to fix this, I want to fix that, I want to fix this and that, right? Like I felt so bad. I felt like I was really becoming that person. And of course, part of it that was complicated too was that me and Akashin didn't really speak directly while making this. A lot of it was going through staff that was like translating for me, the communication was mostly through the senseis who were translating and like working through everything in Japanese for me. But ultimately, I think it came out perfect. I think it came out really good. Yeah, and honestly, I learned a lot. I learned so much because I really wanted... I don't know, the more that the music video came along, the more I started respecting Akashin as like an individual artist. I learned that they draw, they DJ, they make music, they do all sorts of stuff, right? And so I wanted the music video to really feel like, you know, like, oh, this is both of us, you know? This is just as much Akashin's work as, you know, as it is mine, kind of thing, right? And it makes me really happy because it really has their style in it. So yeah, that's how the music video came out. And then as far as Pig M Hall making the art. Here, let me take this off here. Now let me show you some of the sketches, some of the concept art and sketches for everything. Here is the original sketches for the little chibi mono that was in the music video. Completely designed by Pig M Hall. I really wanted like a simple outfit, right? I really wanted something simple. Something, you know, like nothing crazy, right? It's very much like a chibi version because I thought, like, you know, this is not the kind of song that I'm putting my titties out on, you know? Like, for lack of better words, at risk of sounding a little crude, right? Like, I didn't, you know, like a lot of my design can be very, very sexy, very like boobs out kind of design, right? That's not what I wanted for. That's not what I wanted for Vivid World, right? It's not the kind of vibe I wanted. I wanted something, yeah, more simple, something with a little bit more simplicity. Yeah. Absolutely. So this is one of the drawings that Pig M Hall submitted at first. Here's another sketch of one of the drawings used in the music video. I have a lot of sketches like this of just like their original sketches, stuff that they were working on while they did everything. It's very cute. I don't know if they realized it, but this is actually my second time working with Pig M Hall. The first time I worked with them was back when I was in indie, when I hadn't worked with when I wasn't signed with Before Me Not yet. I worked with them before as an indie. I don't think they realized, but that's okay. We worked together once a long time ago. So anybody that had followed me since that time might recognize the style and be like, oh hey, it's the same artist, right? So that little detail felt very special too, because it felt like there was a very personal connection also, right? Yeah, it felt like there was a personal connection. Like, hey, this is, you know, it felt very connected to me. Here's one of the pieces used in the music video. One of the finished drawings of little chibi mono opening her arms, inviting you to her vivid world. It's really cute. It's very cute. I have tons of these, right? I have a ton of these. And something... Okay, so I love Pig M Hall's like little chibi illustrations, but one of the things I love the most about their art is like the really crazy like background visuals they make. This was one of them. This is just a still. But this is one of the background illustrations, like background graphics made for the video. They make a lot of cool stuff like this. Let me see if I can find one of the other ones. Come on. I actually, if you've been to a lot of my DJ sets, and things like that, you may recognize some of these. You may recognize a couple of these. Like this one, for example, right? These graphics, I use them for a couple things here and there, without anybody noticing. Just because I love these so much, right? Even though these aren't anything crazy, right? Oh, hold on, I want to repeat it. There you go. Even though these aren't anything crazy, I love these kind of like chaotic, like graphics, right? Things like that. Almost like bacteria, yeah. It almost feels kind of like bacteria. I really liked that. So it was really cool to have these like made for me for the music video. To me, those backgrounds are like what screams like Pig How. So I was really happy to have that in the music video. So yeah, that is the people that worked on it. Yeah, me doing the music video, storyboards, the direction, and the vocals. Hal on the music. The lyrics by Stephanie Topalian, Monet, and Serina Michael. The mix by Koya. The video by Akashin. And the art by Pig How. Everybody came together to put this together, and I think it came out great. And honestly, I feel really happy about it. But I've been saving talking about this for a long time. I wasn't always happy about this song. I have to admit, I wasn't always happy about it. Part of the reason it took so long for this song to come out is because in my mind, I was fighting against it for a long time. I learned a lot while working on Vivid World. And a big thing that I learned was how to work with others, how to share a creative vision with others. And I learned really how stubborn I can be when it comes to compromising on an idea that I have, right? The vision for me in my head for Vivid World was so solid. And the moment anything was different from my vision, I would get so fucking like menhera. Like I would cry over it. I would be like, dude, I would be messed up about it for days. Like I would think like, how am I gonna submit? Like, how am I gonna release something to the world with my name attached to it when I'm not even happy? Like, you know, I really, it was this crazy feeling that I really had to kind of like learn that, like, you know, you have to work with everybody's vision, not just yours, you know? And you have to really work with what everybody is making. There were a lot of times where I felt so stubborn, thinking like, oh man, they didn't make this UK garage like I wanted to, and these lyrics don't sound good, and blah blah blah. In my mind, I tore this song apart for such a long time, piece by piece by piece by piece. I really spent a lot of nights like troubled, you know, like troubled thinking about this song, about what I liked, about what I disliked. I had so many freaking melties over this song, honestly. And I know throughout the time I was working on it, you guys heard some of it too, you know. I spent a lot of time complaining to you guys on streams, you know, like about how I didn't feel satisfied. There were times where I thought to myself, like, I don't want this song to come out because I don't like it. Because I'm not happy with it. I don't like it. I mean, now I love it. Honestly, now I'm really happy with it. I love it now. I think it came out great. I think the music video is wonderful. I think the song came out great. I think I could sing it better now. Like if I were to record it nowadays, I think I could do it better now. But the mono that recorded it back then was still me, you know? Even if it was a different like, you know, like I was growing, right? One of those nights where I was having a meltdown was the night that I reached out to Serina, right? It was the night that I reached out to Serina thinking like, you know, I hate it, blah 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 blah, you know, please Serina help me, like how can I make this song not, you know, so I don't fucking hate it, right? When did it change when I accepted that the song was good? I think it was definitely around that time that I reached out to Serina, and that's when it finally felt like this song had a little bit of me in it too. Because for a long time, near the beginning of the project, I had a lot of these feelings where, like, you know, yeah, okay, this is a Monet original song, but I didn't do shit, you know? Like, it felt like those, you know, when it's like a pop star releases a song, but it's like ghost written and ghost produced, and it's like the only thing the pop star does is like sing and dance it, nothing else, you know? Like, it almost felt like that at the beginning, right? And I didn't like that feeling. I didn't like that feeling at all. And it was really tearing me apart. So it wasn't really until that point where, like, I reached out to Serina and we reworked a lot of stuff where I finally felt like, okay, you know what? Like, this feels me. Like, now there's part of me in it. But I was so perfectionist about everything, you know, and even for a while I still felt kind of off about it, right? I felt really off about it for a long time, right? Until finally, I don't know, something switched, and I think it was like I finally, like, you know, after all the growing pains, I finally was kind of able to see and stand from where I was now and look at all the work that had gone into it and think like, no, actually this is great. Like, this sounds awesome. You know, a lot of people put so much of their best into it, including me, right? And it really came out great. Oh, there's so much growth behind Vivid World. I was a completely different person when I first started working on this with everybody, and that's why it's so important to me. Admittedly, this song was supposed to come out like last year. The plan was for this to come out like on my birthday like a year ago. But I was so perfectionist about all the details. I wanted everything to be perfect. And especially too because I was so scared that this was going to be the only chance I had to like prove myself like this, you know? I felt like it was like it was gonna be the only chance, and so I was so scared for it not to be perfect, you know? Thank you. Yeah, I just had to really feel the beat. Admittedly, right? One of the biggest delays in the song, in releasing the song, was me. The music video and the song and everything was completely finished and ready since last year. Since like summer of last year even. I think it was like originally the song was supposed to come out October of last year. And even then I was like, you know, I was so frustrated because you guys are gonna laugh at me, and it's a little embarrassing, right? Because this is how stubborn I can get. I didn't like the cover art, and that's why I delayed it for so long. I didn't like the cover art, and I wanted to make my own. And I didn't like the cover art and I wanted to make my own. And that took like 6 months. Straight up. Like 6 months. And I kept pushing it off, and I kept working on it a little bit and then pushing it off and then working on it more and then pushing it off, right? Just to make this cover. This cover that you're looking at here, right? I didn't even have to draw for it. Like, I did the text, right? I did like the words and stuff. But I didn't even draw the picture. But it felt like this thing where, like, I needed it to perfectly convey the music video and the song, right? And so I kept pushing it off, and I kept pulling it off, and just waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. Because I wanted it to be perfect. I wanted it to be absolutely perfect, right? I wanted it to perfectly fit everything, right? Because to me, I thought like this is like the visual representation of the song. I wanted it to be perfect. Finally, it got done. Finally, I finished this cover art earlier this month. And then finally we started working towards the release of everything. And here we are. Here we are. And it's nice for the song to finally be out. It's really nice for it to finally be out. To finally be out there for you guys to finally be able to see the music video. To finally be able to see your pictures in the video. To finally see everything. And yeah, and obviously like a big shout out to all the staff at V4Mina who was very patient with me through me not submitting stuff through all my deadlines, taking forever to do something so simple, right? And poor Art Sensei, I love her so much and I give her so much trouble because I am so fucking perfectionist and autistic about visual stuff. That poor girl, she is so wonderful and so sweet, and I am nothing but a little pain in her butt. I am always a pain in her ass. Oh my gosh. But thank you so much to her. She's always patient with me, right? She is nothing but an angel. She is so sweet and she is so skilled, but I am so perfectionist about my visuals. And I want nothing but perfection, you know? And a lot, like the majority of the time, only I can do that, you know? Like it has to be my standard, and the only one that can meet my standards is myself, kind of thing, you know? Obviously V Sensei, who is my talent manager, you know, did a great job of you know, keeping up with everything, making sure I was recording stuff. I think there was like straight up a couple meetings where like she'd be like, all right, clap clap, instead of the meeting today you are going to record, or like instead of the meeting today you are going to do this right now while I watch you so that you get it done. And I'm gonna be honest, I am definitely the kind of person that needs that kind of thing sometimes. But I was so like scared. I actually never recorded anything in front of her. But her threatening to do it is like what lit the fire under my ass. I was like, fuck, if I don't do it right now, then I'm gonna have to do it on call with V Sensei. Shit, you know, and I really don't want to. she had to put on the teacher voice for real, and it worked. It worked. Like, I'm gonna be honest, it worked. At this point, V Sensei has been my talent manager the entire time I've been in V4Mina, and at this point, I think she understands pretty well how to get me to do something, right? But it's very funny that we had a lot of moments like that where, like, you know, she would show up like looming over me, basically being like, you're recording this now or else. Like, you are getting this done now or I'm gonna make you, you know? It was very much like that. So I appreciate it. I need that kind of pushing around sometimes. I'm not gonna lie. I do need that kind of thing sometimes. So it worked out along. And then there's another sensei. I don't think we have a name for her. There's another sensei who is also... It's not Cutie Sensei. There's another sensei that I don't know if... His thank you for spreading love for Bingham Hall. It is my pleasure. It is my absolute pleasure. So there's another sensei that I have to give special thanks to. Because oh my god, like that girl, she puts in the work. She puts in the work. She was the one she was basically the project manager for all of Vivid World. Anytime I had an update, anything, any communication between any of the artists, any commission, anything like that. Yeah, she's project manager sensei. Yeah, she's very behind the scenes. I don't think she has a name or anything. So she's project manager sensei for now. But she carried this entire project and like made sure everything happened. Even like to this point, like she was replying to my pings at like midnight. There's another, I won't spoil it, but there's something else I'm working on regarding Vivid World. She's been like ready for everything. Every question I had, she's on it. Everything I gotta do, she's on it, right? She is on it, so I gotta give her special thanks as well, and special thanks to everybody that has been working with me through it. I'm glad you like it! Yay! 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 There is official choreography. There actually is official choreography for Vivid World. So the first time Vivid World was ever heard publicly was at Mirai Wonderland, the 2-day 3D concert we had. God, a while back. I don't remember how long ago it was anymore. That back then was just me. That was just me mocapping. That was like purely me doing the mocap in Vivid World. During Mirai Wonderland, that was all me. And it was very, if you remember, it was very vibes based mocapping. Like there was no dance. There was nothing like that, right? It was just me feeling the music and singing and just kind of like, you know, waving my hands, feeling, emotional and doing little moves and stuff, right? That was all me doing the mocap for that. But as the song kept going, right? As the song kept progressing, and the music video was being finished and everything like that, I thought, I want choreography. It would be really nice, especially because like I got a little bit of FOMO, like seeing everybody's like dances for other stuff, right? And like how, like playback has choreography and all the original songs have choreography and stuff like that. And I was like, man, I have FOMO. I want Vivid World to have choreography too. So I reached out to project manager sensei, and she was like, sure, let's do it. Like, just kind of like tell me what you want, and we'll find a choreographer to commission. And so we reached out to a choreographer, and I don't know if I'm allowed to show the choreography. Am I? I don't know. I don't know if I'm allowed to show the videos of the choreographer. But if you watched Sanrio V-Fest, that was the debut of the official choreography. I will try and make some videos with the choreography so that you can dance to it if you want to also. Because it has a very cute choreography. But yeah, I asked for something simple, right? I'm not a dancer, right? I do like dancing, but I'm not like a dancer to like the level that like somebody like, I don't know, Serina is, right? All I can do is, some anime dances kind of thing, right? I'm not a big dancer. I do like doing it, but it's, I wouldn't have been able to come up with like choreography on my own. So I asked for something simple. Actually, let me ping really quick and ask if I'm allowed to show. Hold on. At vsensei at project manager sensei. Am I allowed show the choreo on stream Or should I not? Send post. I didn't think about that till now. We'll see what they say. We'll see what they say. We'll see what they say. But yeah, I wanted something simple enough that, like, you know, that people like me who can't do super complex dances could do. And then something that was still, you know, cute and iconic for it, you know? And it came out pretty cute. So if you saw it, if you saw my performance for it for Sanrio V-Fest, then I hope you liked it. I've been practicing dancing more and more and more and more. Yeah, everybody in social media can dance. I only do little anime dances, you know. I only learn little anime dances. You know, I like watching dance videos, right? I've done a couple dance covers. But like nothing that I would like super proudly show, like, oh my god, yeah, you know. And you guys know me, I'm very shy about that kind of stuff. But well, if I can get permission to show you guys a choreography, I will. But otherwise, you know. But oh my gosh, what else? What else? Oh, you enjoy it? Yay! NMD has got my back. Oh my gosh, I wonder if there's a way to make it as like an MMT thing. I don't know. But it would be really cool to, like, you know how like when songs come out and they have a dance, like people will make like a TikTok or like a YouTube Shorts version of like the chorus of the dance or something like that. Something like that would be cool. Something like that would be pretty fun. Gosh, what else? Well, the last thing I really want to I don't know, do you guys have any questions about? I feel like I've covered everything. The last thing I wanted to do is to sing it. I wanted to sing the song on stream live. I've sang it as karaoke before, but I just kind of wanted to sing it with you guys. Let me see if I can find my lyrics post for it. Yeah. Let me see if I can find everything. My files for this are so all over the place. So all over the place. Where's the folder with everything? The mix. I think this is the instrumental mix. Yeah, I think that's it. Okay. I think that's the instrumental mix. And then let me find my lyrics. Is this the lyrics? Hold on. What's this? Where are my lyrics? I can't find my old lyric. Hold on. Oh, here we go. I found my outline for the lyrics. Okay. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, yeah, I can't show you guys the choreography. So you just have to wait till I can record like a dance version of it. Did I ever sing the JP version? No, because that version was a very like, it was never official. It was just like, how do I describe it? It was just like a demo. It was just like an early version of the song. Back when the instrumental itself was different too, so I wouldn't really say there's like a Japanese version now. But here, let's set up for. Hold on. One second. Oh. Hold on. Hold on. Here we go. Hold on, let me do some. Let's do some OBS magic here. Hold on. Let's do some OBS magic here. Oh. I don't know about that. We'll do a little bit of OBS magic and make it look cute. Thank you so much! And then do that, and then we can do the music video here. Oh gosh, hold on. No, stop, no, stop it! Stop it! No, like this. But then we do some filters on it. Yeah, this works. Okay. Sorry, that was probably too loud. Sorry. Alright, where's my lyrics? My instrumental. I'm so nervous, like I don't know this song by heart. I'm nervous like I don't know this fucking song by heart. Is this the instrumental? I think this is a different instrumental. Yeah, this has that loud ass instrument in it. Okay. Pretty sure it's this one. Which one is my friggin' instrumental? Fuck! Hold on. I have so many files for this all over the place, you guys, and they are not organized. Yeah, you liked it! I know, I'm going instrumental. File monster. This is years worth of files, and they've all just been like, you know, all over the place. Okay, I think it's this one. I think it's just this one. Pretty sure it's just this one. It's gonna be so funny if I fuck it up. It's my own song and I'm gonna fuck it up. It's my own song and I'm gonna fuck it up. Oh gosh, I'm so nervous even though I've done this before. Alright, let's... Let's do it, I guess. Rain clouds drifting by, free my soul, sinking deep into your eyes. Use unknown, dreaming with color singing, liquid tones. Take my hand now, get ready for a vivid world. Come to my world. This is so embarrassing. Doki doki, 追いかけたくてもそういうの言うからしてた今日にたった一人向き合うもの受けの毎日をいつの間にか埋めてくこうして始まった Vivid World Kaleidoscopic colors So many vibrant stories yet to be told Rainbows of sounds unfolding Entering this vivid world fucking it up. I'm so nervous. I should put the lyrics in the comments. Garden full of flowers in spring, with crashing waves in the summer, leaves in the autumn breeze, and snowflakes floating through winter. Close your eyes and you'll see inside the world of my dreams. Everything is perfect when you're here next to me. Oh shit, this is the wrong instrumental. Making new memories with every touch. Under the steps of the road. Together, you with me. Secret tales unfold. Monochrome skies you completed bright. So the journey goes. To every hue, our thoughts pursue. Painting the stream where happiness glows. Above us will shine, the stars will align. Together we'll see the boundless new seas. Hold my hand, come with me. We know it's meant to be. Come and discover this living new world with me. Wherever you go, I will always be there. Discover this living new world with me. Only fucked it up a little bit. Only fucked it up just a little bit. When I sang that last time, I was singing it to myself. I was in my living room. I was just like listening, and I was singing it by myself. And I started crying hard. I started ugly crying at the end, but I held it together this time. I thought I was gonna cry today, but I held it together. Aren't you proud of me? I didn't cry. Aren't you proud of me? I did not cry. Although I think you guys like it when girls cry, but I'm a strong, independent girl and I don't cry. Yay. There's still time to cry, right? I don't know if I can make myself cry right now. I feel happy. The cry I had the other day was like a good cry of like relief, you know? It was like a big cry of relief. That's it, you guys. That is Vivid World. I hope you guys enjoy it. The song will be out on Spotify and streaming. Ugh, Spotify. I didn't have a choice. The song will be out tomorrow on Spotify. Bandcamp when? I kind of wanted to be on Bandcamp, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of want to ask if we can put it on Bandcamp, but just grin and bear it. It's on Spotify tomorrow. I would like to put it on Bandcamp though. I know it's gonna be. It's on. Where's the link? Hold on. So it's gonna be on Spotify. It's gonna be on iTunes Store. It's gonna be on Amazon Music, and YouTube Music. You can buy it from Amazon Music and the iTunes Store. I don't know if you will get a flack from those. But I would like to be able to release it on Bandcamp. So I guess look forward to that in the future to see if I can make it work. So... Oh, I have my reverb. Thank you. So... This isn't the end of Vivid World. I have some other stuff in the works. So maybe in a couple weeks you will hear some things as well. Well, now wait warmly for your second original song. You know what? I really would love to. I really would love to. I don't know if it's gonna happen. Honestly. I don't know. We'll see. I would love to do another original song. If you super chat $10, we'll team the wave file. I would love to hear you guys get creative with the song. So I will do my best to find out ways that you guys can do that. So yeah. AMV contest, can you imagine the Naru Sasu Vivid World AMV? Can you imagine? Oh, I'm just looking at all the... Dude, there's so many comments! There's so many comments. Oh my gosh, thank you guys. There's a bajillion comments on the YouTube upload. Thank you so much, everybody, for your kind words. And thank you so much, everybody, for your kind words here and hanging out with me in the music video, behind the scenes stream. I know I'm gonna be thinking about it for a while, so I'll probably still be talking about it during my streams, even after this for a little bit. Yeah. Some updates before I head out. I found out this morning I will be having a booth at VCAT for the first time. A solo Monet booth. I know I've been in the V4 Mirai booth. That one time we had a booth, but this time I am making a booth entirely myself. A Monet booth for VCAT. Which means that this summer we're gonna do plenty of stuff at VCAT. Maybe we'll do a little meet and greet. Maybe we'll do some like performances at the booth or something. I just found out this morning, so I gotta start making some plans. Yeah, the booth. We're gonna make the booth. And that is not all. I also have a booth at the Fort Cabersario 2026. Fort Cabersario is a community event, kind of similar to VCAT, but it's more community oriented, for the Spanish speaking crowd. So for the first time, I'm going to try and showcase myself a little bit more to the Spanish speaking side of stuff. It'll be pretty simple, but we can do that too. Yeah. I'm really trying hard to get myself out there. That's gonna be around May, I believe. So yeah. Yay. Alright, well, you guys, that is all I got for you. I will talk to you guys later. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. And thank you so much for supporting the video and the music. Thank you so much, you guys. I'm gonna be real happy today. I think I resisted the urge to have some ice cream last night, but I'm not gonna resist it today. I'm gonna get fucked up. I'm gonna get white girl wasted on ice cream today, and maybe on some other things too. I'll celebrate a bit today. So so yeah. Yay! Thank you guys. Thank you so much. This music video wouldn't have been possible without you guys. I'll update you guys later with how much my stomach hurts from eating ice cream. And yeah, my birthday is coming up pretty soon. Fuck, it really is soon. My birthday is in like 2.5 weeks, like 3 weeks. That's terrifying. God, that's fucking terrifying. Well. It's fine. Alright, you guys. I love you all. Thank you so much for being here for such a big milestone of being Monet. I love you all. And say with me, everybody. Oh, it's Curry! Oh, it's Curry! Oh, it's Curry! Bye-bye! 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 Bye! Yay! Yippee! Yippee! You're gonna stream it like K-pop fans do with BTS. Color on this big day. I'm wearing Powerpuff Girl pants. I'm wearing Powerpuff Girl PJ pants right now. Today's color is vivid. I'm wearing my Powerpuff Girls PJ pants that are like way too long on my legs, so they drag on the floor because my legs are too short. Love you guys. Bye.